Oh yeah, no, I remember. What's up YouTube, Andy back again, and today I am going to take on a nice easy one. I'm going to play through Super Mario World on the SNES. As you'll be able to tell, I'm sure by the length of this video, I'm not going to be doing all 96 levels or anything like that. I'm going to go through the game the quickest route, using the Star World warps. So yeah, it's quite a cool way through it. I don't know how long it's going to take. I've not actually done it in quite a long time, so you might have to bear with me because I may have forgotten one or two of the exits, but I think I know most of them. So yeah, Super Mario World is a game that I've got incredibly fond memories of as a kid. It's probably, along with Sonic 1 on the Mega Drive, I think it's the game that I've finished the most times out of any games. Yeah, I just played through it over and over and over again. I first saw this game, I believe it must have been, I don't know the year actually, maybe 91, something like that. I saw it in a Dixon's in Dorchester, and they had a SNES. It had just come out, or it was just coming out, and they had a SNES plugged into just a 14-inch CRT, like among all the other CRTs. Yeah, and I wandered into the shop. I think my parents had, they were off shopping or whatever. And yeah, I wandered into the shop and had a look at it, and there were some kids playing Super Mario World. I couldn't get a go on it annoyingly, but I got a little sort of flavour of the game. And at the time, I definitely had a Mega Drive, and I was definitely very intrigued by it. I'd obviously played the NES Mario games a lot. And this is obviously a huge step up from those, certainly graphically. So yeah, that summer, my cousins who, we moved down to the West Country, and my cousins stayed back in the southeast, and most summers they would come and stay with us, and it was always cool because they always had all the newest games, all the newest systems. Certainly most of my early gaming memories were playing NES games at my cousin's house. It's where I first played Castlevania, Zelda, Mario Brothers, all sorts of stuff, Metroid, Duck Hunt, yeah, all of them. Yeah, and this particular summer they brought down a Super Nintendo. I've spoken in the past about how they brought down an import copy of Street Fighter 2, which was just amazing, getting to play that. So there, that was my first experience of Street Fighter as well. And they also brought down that particular summer Super Mario World, so we spent most of it sort of sat inside playing those two games, fighting over and over and over on Street Fighter and trying to crack all of the 96 levels on Super Mario World. So yeah, really like sort of nostalgic game for me, and I would say a game that easily gets into my top 3 all time, and obviously like lists like that are always subjective. Subjective to change. But yeah, Mario's definitely a top 3, and maybe even the number 1 for me. I do think it's the best Mario game. I think it's the most balanced. Some people complain it's a little easy certainly compared to 3 and the Lost Levels for sure. But I think the difficulty in this one is really in the difficulty is trying to find all the extra levels, and some of them can be quite tough for sure. Although yeah, not as hard as Mario 3. So anyway, that's the first castle out of the way. The first part of the game is pretty straightforward. There's no like alternative routes or anything. I love these little animations. They're brilliant. They get increasingly ridiculous. The first stage of the game, you don't need to bother getting the Switch Palace by going left. You just go through the early levels the normal way. So yeah, as we go forward, the next level on, I think, is Donut Plains 1, which is kind of a famous level because it's the first time you get the cape, which is such a cool mechanic in this game. Yeah, we'll continue and save. Yeah, it's the first time we get the cape, and we will need to go the alternative route through it. So the system works, I'm sure you know, if the level on the map has got a red dot instead of a yellow dot, it means there's another route through it, which will unlock a different area. So yeah, you've got to love the cape. Such a great idea. So Nintendo. And you do actually, yeah, you need it to. You need the cape, so don't fucking lose it. I'll go back and get another one. Yeah, to get the alternative route out of this. Fuck me. Better have this Yoshi to protect me for a minute. I'm being a bit of a liability. You need the cape anyway to. Yeah, to get the alternative route out of the level. Well, that's the start anyway. Shit. Fuck off, Yoshi. As I say, I haven't played this one in a while. Hopefully I'll improve as we go on. Okay, so yeah, stock yourself up with a couple of feathers, get to the end of the level. There's a guy throwing baseballs there, he's a bit annoying, but actually what we'll do, we'll get rid of him. Yeah, what you got to do is fly out there like so. What you would normally do is you'd hit a switch palace and you can just run up the wall there, but yeah, we're not going to do that because it's further ahead in the game. Sorry about the noise, by the way, I've got the window open, it's absolutely boiling in Dorset today. Shitloads of holiday makers everywhere as well, so it's a bit noisy. Alright, so this one is, yeah, this is where you get to the ghost house if you go the correct way through it, which is pretty straightforward and early on in the level. Shit. It's all good. Yeah, so just along here, oh shit. Just along here there's a P block, which you take with you. That's just a bit of impatience, sorry about that. Yeah, down here, get the key. This fish is trying to make it a bit awkward for me, but it's all good. Yeah, grab the key. And yeah, this will take us to the ghost house. And from the ghost house, you can get to Star World if you take... At least I think this is the one to Star World. Yeah, it is. So if you take the correct route through this, you'll go straight to Star World, and then you can walk from later on in Star World, after you've done a couple of levels, all the way to the final castle. So the hidden route out of this castle, it can be a little bit confusing if you don't know it. Whoops. You need to grab this P and then come along here, hit it, and you're tempted to go through the door, but you have to take the plant through the middle. Yeah, so the sort of discovery of all this when you're younger is so great. You know, it's the old thing of not having the internet and having to work it out for yourself, or use a magazine guide, or whatever. But yeah, very cool. So this boss, as you can see, is pretty straightforward. So yeah, I've had quite a long hiatus from playing any 8 or 16-bit games. Or I have been playing a little bit of PS4, but generally I've just been sort of enjoying the summer, I guess. The guys that know me a little bit better will know that I've got other things, real life things going on at the moment. All good stuff, but yeah, just been super busy. And yeah, I haven't had a chance to play very much. It's a bit of a shame. I think that's probably why I've decided to take on a bit of an easier title. But yeah, it's cool to be playing some platformers again. Anyway, so yeah, to Star World 1, and the way through Star World, the only way through it is to find the alternate exit. So yeah, the normal exit will never yeah, you won't be able to progress through the through Star World. So yeah, the alternate exit on that one anyway is just down the right. It's pretty straightforward. I'm sure you guys all know all of these. The special levels that are hidden within Star World, yeah, they are actually... Sorry, I meant to grab that invincibility. You can get loads of extra lives there if you do. Yeah, the special world, anyway, in the middle of Star World, that's probably the hardest bit of this whole game. Most of the rest of it is pretty straightforward, I think. And of course Mario World was the introduction of Yoshi for me, so yeah, I was always a bit annoyed that he wasn't in Mario 64. I mean, I know he is in it, but you can't... Isn't he like around the back of the castle or something? I can't remember, but you can't use him, can you? But yeah, such a cool mechanic, Yoshi, especially like the different colour ones doing different things. So yeah, anyway, don't go through that pipe, go underneath it and you'll find the alternative route. And yeah, take Yoshi with you. I think he's useful in one of these. Not sure which one it is. I think you can fly through the ceiling. It might be this one. Oh yeah, no, I remember. Don't do that. Alright, that is schoolboy error. Yeah, so I believe the best way to do this is to... Yeah, take the cloud, cruise up here. I love the Mario sprite when he's in the cloud, it's so funny. Yeah, grab the key, over the other side, hope that the cloud doesn't drop you down the gap. Superb. So, I think one more level and then we can warp to the final castle. Yeah, you do have to do this one, I think. Yoshi didn't want to eat that for whatever reason. Whoa there. Where's the floor? Okay. Right, so, yeah, as I'm sure you're aware, if you grab a blue shell, you can fly. And, yeah, if you fly under one of the bits in a minute... It's been so long since I've done this, I can't actually remember exactly where it is. Yeah, it's along here. Let's see if we can make it. Come on. Alright, that was pretty close. So, yeah, ditch Yoshi anyway. Grab your key. Alright, yeah, so the star that's next will take us to Bowser's final castle, which is... It's the classic, really. It's the sort of multiple route... yeah, the multiple route end of game Mario Castle. Now, I'm not sure if there's a correct way to do this, but I'm going to do it the way that I've done it since I was a little kid, which is to go to door 4 first. Which is kind of a... I mean, I'm going to probably curse it, but it's quite a straightforward room. Yeah, so that's door 4, and then once again I go all the way to the end and I go to door 8. One more. This is definitely a lot less stressful than playing through the Lost Levels or yeah, Ninja Gaiden or Mega Man or anything like that. So dodge those geezers. And yeah, it's dark through here, so somewhere there's a block. All you got to do really is dodge the... I don't even know what that enemy's called actually, but yeah, dodge those. Don't do that. Schoolboy error. Just thinking of the easiest way to make this jump. I can't remember. Let's try this. I don't know what I was making such a fuss about there, really. Okay, so yeah, it's the final boss. He's pretty easy. There's some kind of cool Mode 7 bits in this. I guess Mode 7 was always one of the things that separated the SNES, wasn't it? From the Mega Drive, it was like it was the SNES's blast processing or whatever. But I always thought it was pretty cool. So your Bowser is pretty straightforward in this game, especially because Peach or the princess will appear and she throws you mushrooms and things if you're struggling, so it makes it pretty easy. Bit of Mode 7. It's like it's coming right at you. Fuck it. Here's Peach. Hopefully she'll throw us a mushroom. Yep. He's a bit... The only thing I would say about this boss, I suppose, is he's a bit long-winded. It's not like... I don't know if you guys... I mean, most of you will remember the end boss of Sonic 2. It's like, it just goes on for ages. It's not quite that bad, but it does... Yeah, it does go on a bit. He's basically got like 3 phases. This is the throw a massive ball at you phase. I think the third one is he tries to hit you and his ship sort of bounces up and down on the floor. None of them are particularly difficult, really. Alright, that wasn't very good. If you don't get it over the top of the ship, it doesn't hit him. It's a bit annoying. So yeah, the only 2D Mario games I haven't really played are like the ones on the Wii and the Wii U. You know, like the new Super Mario Brothers. And I never got to play the 3D one on the Wii U either. Like the Wii U's the first Nintendo console I've not owned, which is such a shame really, because I know it's got loads of good titles, so I've just not got to it. I got offered one quite well, really cheaply actually, by another YouTuber, Retro Dave, and I didn't buy it and I regretted it really, but I'm hoping that when the new Nintendo console comes out, there'll be some sort of re-release of certainly of the 3D world, so I get to a chance to have a go on it. Or, you know, maybe I'll pick up a cheap Wii U. I guess maybe the Wii U might become collectible in the future, because it's one of those sort of, yeah, it's one of those consoles that wasn't a success. Alright, so I think that triggers the 3rd phase. These flames are a bit annoying. I think if you're going to get hit, it's by those. That wasn't too bad. Or you could just run into them if you like. Yeah, she'll throw me another mushroom anyway, I think. Definitely a rusty Mario player. Yeah, this is the try and land on your head phase. It's pretty easy. You can kind of just send him back and forth. This has definitely felt more intense than it needed to. I'm glad I chose a more straightforward game for my first playthrough in a while. And there we go. Yeah, that is Super Mario World finished. Really great game, and like I say, probably my favourite platform of all time. Little romance. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the brief playthrough, guys. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.